All right, we're going to shift things back here locally. Some huge news for one of the, I guess, the newest professional franchise here in Charlotte, but it has fan fervor all over it. We know how soccer has been a fantastic, galvanizing sport here in Charlotte. Forrest just talked about Charlotte FC and their big game against New York Red Bulls. We want to bring in one of the best tennis players of all time, Martina Navratilova. Martina, it's great to have you. Some huge news today that you are the newest minority owner, a huge investment in this team. And as I just said, they are one of the, if not the hottest team, not only in Charlotte, but I would say the United States. Is that one thing that probably grabbed your attention?
Well, what grabbed my attention is the opportunity to actually support women athletes, and this particular team has such a great front office, everybody there, really nice people, and they've done such a great job. 1 year they played, got to the finals, and they'll do one better this year because they have some new players as well, and the players are excited. I'm excited that I can be a part of this journey.
I think a lot of people are excited that you're on this journey now as well. As I said, some huge news. I can only imagine you are in Charlotte now because you have a WCNC, Mike flag. I'm sure the trip, right, is a fun one. I'm not sure how long you've been in Charlotte, but what do you think of the city? Can you give me a perspective of yourself, kind of not necessarily being an outsider, right, but you're not from Charlotte. What would you say about the city?
Well, I first played here in 1973, so I'd say the skyline has changed just a little bit since then. But I remember driving around here, actually learned how to drive on the streets of Charlotte. And it's such a growing city. I think it's the fifth most growing city in the country. And everybody has been so nice. We got great weather and potential for a champion. So this is a cool town. I think this is my fourth interview with different stations, so many different TV stations, which means you're a big city. It's a big, small city, and I think I'm looking forward to coming and watching the women play and compete and hopefully win eventually.
Well, it's great to have you. We certainly appreciate your time that you take with us. Yes, unfortunately, that's kind of how it goes. The roundtable of media wanting to know different things. I guess I do. You had kind of brought this up, and there is just a need, and I think a lot of folks are really paying attention to women's sports at this time, just because of the highlight and the awareness that's been created by so many great athletes like yourself over the last 2 decades. Because it has been, I'm sure, a struggle to make sure that there's been equity on any playing field. And I think that has been a huge part of what you are trying to bring, I think, to Ascent FC, to the entire landscape here in the United States. Can you speak to that and what you've seen in terms of women's sports really being a catalyst, as I said earlier, to galvanize people together and really make sports better to watch?
I 100% agree with that. Better to watch. Women are built differently than men, but we play the game pretty similarly. And it's just women's sports has grown so much this so many years, but it's been a struggle because corporations are owned by men. The big brands are owned, most of them owned by men, run by men. The publicity that we get, used to be all male photographers, all male writers, all male people in the TV room. Now it's changed. There's a lot more women in those positions, and so the visibility has improved. We still have some ways to go, but it's been a long battle, but it's gotten so much better, and I'm just so excited to see these women and girls then get excited to play a sport which is a lot of fun, very healthy, and now they can make a living at it. So we've come a long way, baby, but we still have some ways to go.
Absolutely, and that's why they brought you on. I mean, you seem like a very humble person. I know we haven't met, but I have to imagine there's got to be some enthusiasm in that locker room, especially with your name, it resonates with these women. A lot of these women have played, continue to play professionally, have had resumes that are outstanding. But to have, as I said earlier, I know you probably won't tout yourself as one of the greatest ever, but you are. And I can only imagine how many young women have looked up to you over the years. Can you talk about just the excitement from your perspective that you've seen, not only in the locker room, but maybe just around the franchise as a whole?
Well, I only met like 3 women so far, the players on the team, but I'm looking forward to meeting the rest of them when I come back, and maybe give them some snippets of what I know about playing and competing and winning. But it's nice to know that they actually do know who I am, because I retired back in '94, so most of them weren't even born when I stopped playing tennis. But now there's YouTube, so they can kind of check it out and see, hey, maybe she knows what she's talking about. I just hope to bring some kind of knowledge and some encouragement and inspiration to these women. Not that they need it, because they seem to be pretty much all self-starters from what I see. But they're excited about the second season, and I'm excited about being a part of it.
I got to ask a little bit more directly, and you don't have to answer, but I have to know, if you would tell us, please, what grabbed you about Ascent FC? I mean, you could have invested, I'm sure, in any franchise around the world, and especially around the United States. Why did you choose Ascent FC? Can I ask?
Yeah, of course. Well, I love the logo. No, just kidding. Pretty colors, pretty uniforms. I'm kidding. They called me up and they said, would you like to be a part of this journey? And, nobody else called. Not that I was really thinking about doing this, because, I got my life and I'm pretty happy with where my life is right now. But this was an opportunity that I listened. I said, well, let me meet the people that are involved here, and we'll see how we get along. And everybody's been, again, so nice, so positive, and excited about me coming and buying into the franchise. And so I thought, I love new experiences, and this is in my wheelhouse. It is sports and it's women. So I'm all in, baby.
I love it.
Why
I love
not
it.
here?
Anything else? Anything
not
else,
here?
Miss Martina, that we don't know about you, or that would help us get a better understanding of the mission ahead? Anything else that we're missing here from you?
You're not missing anything, except my dog Lulu is crying because she sees me here and she can't get to me. She's a 15-year-old dachshund. So if you want to meet her, Lulu's coming
please.
over.
Yes,
and she
Lulu.
may be coming with me to watch the.
Oh my
and
goodness!
Here's Lulu, and she goes everywhere with me, but she can't hear you, and she can't hear me either.
I love it. Well, to you
Anyway,
and Lulu,
I
have a fantastic stay in Charlotte. Martina, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate your investment into Charlotte. As we know, it's going to help our local economy, but it's going to help Ascent FC, and I cannot wait to see what they do with your backing as well. So appreciate it, and have a great weekend, okay?
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it, to be part of this community. Thank you. Thanks.